What's up, everybody? This is your boy Roman, aka Mr. Anime 343, back at it once again. And today I got a couple of guests. Theo,
You
Shadow.
little pussy!
Hey,
Oh, I wanted to say that.
And I feel a hell of a lot better.
He definitely sounded a lot better, but
So, apparently the Teen Titans Go crew wants to do a crossover with Marvel, which I hope never happens.
Oh, listen, it's already an abomination, so what could possibly go wrong? And no, that's not tempting fate. It already sucks. Marvel now sucks. So what could they possibly do to make it even worse? I mean, it's like, how can you make shit even more disgusting, right? It's already shit.
I mean,
Exactly.
I guess, but they could insult Iron Man and Cap as if they weren't that important to begin with.
Oh, you mean just like what Marvel Comics has already done, where you have I forgot who it was, but they were talking to Iron Man and they were saying oh, Iron Man, you're just a white man with money and stuff and some
Wait, hold
bullshit
up,
like
hold up.
that.
They actually said that?
Yeah. Yeah, they already mentioned how Iron Man is just a white privileged man who
Well, I
has
was I
money.
was kind of referring to the MCU Iron Man and MCU Captain America and stuff.
Well, you already know
Like,
what they're doing with Captain America stuff. They already have Captain America being like, "Oh man, I hate being Captain America because I don't deserve this title. I deserve to be nothing." Captain Native America, on the other hand,
Okay, Dio, I'm trying to see if y'all can hear me or not.
yes,
yeah,
we
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
no, we can
Yes.
hear
Okay,
you.
I got my wireless headphones on, so I wanted to be sure.
Ah, nice. It's like, oh yes, we, it.
Oh, we're talking about the different versions of Captain America. Have we talked about Captain Ballsack yet?
Well, no, we want to talk about the
Yeah,
different versions.
the one female character I saw for Captain America and Filipino, they went with Ari as her name, and it translates roughly from Filipino to English, Ballsack.
Well, actually,
Yes, Ballsack is my favorite Captain America.
But no,
is
we
she
were
as
actually
well?
talking about the Teen Titans Go Marvel crossover that they're
For the
doing.
love of God, Disney, if you want to do something right for once, please refuse this. I beg you.
And it's like what I said before, though. There's nothing they could possibly do to make it worse because Marvel already is a failure. It's already a dumpster fire, just
Yeah,
like
so it's
every
DC.
other work.
Yes, but Dio, do you want them to add fart jokes to the whole feminazi thing?
Might as well. I mean, it's already a sinking ship. You might as well just, just cover it in more shit.
If it happens, Dio, I'm gonna be mad at you because you said might as well.
Listen, it's a sinking ship. You might as well just accept, like, yep, this is what's happening.
Can
This,
we have Horikoshi by both Marvel and DC just so we can have someone who knows comics, deal with it?
Hold on. Shadow was asking what the topic is, and basically, we're just actually freaking. Well, I was originally planning on talking about going back to doing what I do best, which is talking about anime and stuff like that.
Oh, nice. I just didn't know what the topic was.
But besides,
I thought we were talking about how it disgrace to Teen Titans wants to do a crossover with Marvel.
we can actually talk about that too. But
I mean, Shadowcat brought that up, but I mean, let's throw this out real quick. We kind of dropped off for this yesterday, but let's all give massive props
Oh, do
to.
y'all know about what they're doing with the Tiny Toons reboot?
Oh yeah,
Oh, sweet Jesus. Yeah, might as well
I
get
The
the
minute
Tiny
I
Toons
found
too.
why? Just why?
the
No.
minute I found out they were making Babs and Buster twins, I basically had an Anakin becoming Vader moment of no.
No.
And not just that, but they clearly never watched the show because
If they
if they
did,
did,
they'd know. Not only are the two a couple. But one of the things when they say I'm Babs and Buster Bunny is no relation. Hell, they even brought that joke into a thing of Animaniacs with Noah's Ark, where when it comes time for the rabbits, for the two of every animal thing, they say Babs and Buster Bunny, no relation, and Noah says, "Let's hope so. This is a kid show."
But
Nice.
anyways,
I
I'm
actually, to be
surprised
fair,
male.
Didi, to be fair, it would have probably been okay in Alabama.
I like the Yakko's World. That's the only thing I remember from
How
that
could I
show.
just say
Yeah.
I remember the U.S. presidents and the states and capitals. And the
Yo,
only reason I remember states and capitals is because it started with my state first, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Indiana.
Atlanta, Georgia, which used to be
And
okay.
they say
Savannah.
If I,
cartoons don't teach you anything.
if I,
Like I was saying
I'm
before,
kind of pissed about the song they gave Dot to do in the reboot. They didn't even give her enough time that she ended up forgetting first lady. It's like, look, I'm okay with hearing about the women so far, because who knows, maybe one day we'll have a gay couple in office. But for right now, the women who have been there for the president, and they don't even give her enough time to get through every first lady, because they give her like 59 seconds. I'm like, that's not even enough for a lyric from a basic song.
and also one thing to note, by the
So,
way, Didi, is the fact that if we do get a lesbian first lady or whatever, let's hope that is a decent one and
Super
not
gay
some
America.
woke ass trash.
Okay, okay,
Oh,
time for me to break out the side. Freaking read it there, Mako. Joe
well,
Ted Fate.
since Dio said might as well, we have Captain Ballsack, so we might as well have Captain Go Clubbing Super Gay America.
actually, we do have Captain
I
Gay.
like gay
Remember
America though. What's
the
wrong with
the
gay America?
the one bandit Captain America.
Okay, and anyone who's just now joining and who hasn't been seeing anything about the various people being Captain America, here's your refresher course and or info dump. The Filipino and only female Captain America thus far I've seen is named Ari. Now, for our Filipino viewers who would basically know the language and stuff, you're probably already giggling right now. But roughly from Filipino to English, Ari means ball sack. So that's why I say Ball Sack is my favorite Captain America.
Ari? Oh god.
Sorry, never mind. I've
And
watched
Okay,
also,
the movies,
also,
right?
so
I can't believe Ari is.
Well,
Learning
so
that Ari means ball sack in Filipino is funny.
Yeah, and there's this book series I used to read as a teenager called Maximum Ride, and one of the antagonists, which is Max's little brother, was named Ari, so it becomes funny when I reread those books because basically he's being called Ballsack.
Another little fun fact. I remember.
Oh, because Bucky is a man from World War II. We can't have that shit.
But I mean, isn't that what the comics did? I felt like they didn't follow the comics very well with that.
I remember when I was playing, I think it was the sixth gen Pokemon games, and I was going to name my Chespin the grass type Pokemon. I was going to name him Spike, Spike, and for whatever reason, I wasn't allowed to name him Spike
Just like something I usually put for my as like. You're actually referring to this, of course. As you can tell, this is actually my freaking profile pic.
I'm the only one
Ah.
here with like my actual model.
I mean-
model's picture on
Ah.
the screen.
I mean, I have my
I don't-
avatar
I
as my
don't know if we
profile.
should trust that person. I mean,
No, let's just give it
JJ
time.
Force.
Nah, let's just give it time. Not gonna
I'm
lie,
sorry. I can't trust anyone who likes the sequel Star Wars movies after the first one. First one, I'll admit, is a very good movie, but once they focused on fucking Rey, I'm like, I have no love for this version
out.
of Star Wars movies now.
Hear me out.
To
The
me,
It got
prequels
super
were all
woke.
right, but then when Disney got a hold of it, Disney just went balls nuts trying to bring back the old feel at first, and then they gave up on that, and it was all about merchandising.
Actually, no, they just went all hairy vagina into it.
Yeah,
okay,
no. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna say this. Spaceballs did the whole merchandising thing better.
Hell, that was even a joke in the movie too.
Spaceballs, yes.
Spaceballs the flamethrower!
Like, I think it was the guy who was based on
That's
Yoda.
classic.
Like the guy who was based
guys?
on Yoda's like, we need to sell more merchandise or
We
some
need to
shit
sell
like
more merchandise.
guys. Okay,
What,
I wanna
Shadow?
say
What?
this. I just want to say this as when it first came out, I used to like Force Awakens, but after the other two movies came out, it kind of ruined the Force Awakens for me.
It felt like a repeat to me of like.
Well,
the
like
one
I
they
said,
did story.
like I said, I loved the first one. I loved it. It was a great beginning. I was excited because I thought we were going to be focusing on Finn, and then, you know what? We don't think there's enough female Star Wars fans, so let's focus on Rey. And I'm like, way to spit on me, Disney! I wanted to know about Finn. I couldn't care less about fucking Rey. I thought she fit better as the Han Solo role if we're going to bring up similarities and stuff.
And not just that, but the fact is, Rey is, by all definition, a Mary Sue. And what pisses me off is the fact that you have wokies who sit there and say, you're just being phobic or sexist.
No.
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't like perfect characters. You know why I like Luke and even Anakin to an extent? They were flawed. There is nothing about Rey that's like, yes, I like this character. I can relate to this character. No, she's fucking perfect. I can't relate to fucking that. Give her some anger issues. Something that I can relate to.
Mind you, by the way, Luke had a hard time using the Force. Meanwhile, Rey was able to use it like it was nothing. And not just that, but she was able to fly the Millennium Falcon as if, she knew exactly what it was. And it would have been understandable.
Oh, and don't think I'm forgiving you for that whole Palpatine clone is how she's related to Palpatine thing, Disney. That was fucking bullshit and you know it. And you only did it because people were complaining that they missed Palpatine. That's how fucking bad it was. You made people miss the bad guy that died in one of the very first movies.
And not just that,
Wouldn't
but
it
that
be
was an
last
absolute
though?
cop-out.
Since
Yes, if we go chronological order, it would be the sixth movie or whatever. But that's not the point. The first three movies were 4 through 6. We got 1 through 3 in the 90s, and then we got the insult 8 and 9. Because again, I'm gonna give the first one Disney made props because it did start good. It's just a damn shame that they dropped Finn for fucking Rey.
This should what happened to George Lucas's property should really be a warning. Do not sell out.
Oh, I'm glad you
Yeah,
brought
but
that
what
up.
Oh no, I'm selling out. First thing.
Yeah, but what sucks about it is George actually wrote a Bible of how the Disney films should have gone, and Kathleen Kennedy's like, "What's this bullshit? Shit, there's not enough perfect woman here." threw it out, and I'm like,
done.
Political correctness strikes again. Get woke,
Oh.
go broke, Disney.
And I'm
I
glad.
want to talk to George and be like, please tell me you have copies of your Bible, because I want to know what you wanted the movies to be, not what she wanted them to be.
I
And I'm
mean,
glad
I
you
want to
brought that
read
up
them too.
because I found out that apparently the Lord of the Rings trailer, the new air quotes Lord of the Rings that they're creating, they even came out and said they wanted to erase Tolkien's work.
That's not Lord of the Rings then, if you're getting rid of Tolkien.
You know, it's basically it's basically Stalinism at that point. They just want to erase, take Tolkien out of the picture, if you know what I mean.
How is that
Airbrush him out of the picture.
Stalinism though? Like,
I wouldn't
as
want
a
to say
Stalinist,
freaking Stalinism. I say it's more like freaking Mao Zedongism.
what? I don't know what y'all are comparing right now. Like, as an actual
Well,
Stalinist.
Erasing people out of the picture, that kind of thing.
That
Airbrushing
was
them out.
more. I don't know if I'd call that Stalin. That was more like 1956 under the guy after Stalin, because they eliminated Stalin from like Russian culture. Like, if you actually look at it, people compare that to Stalinism now. But it's not correct.
I blame the school systems now because they don't want to teach anything. You know how many people I've met that actually thought Hamilton was Latin?
Not just that, but
I'm like, look, don't get me wrong, Lin-Manuel, he's a good singer, he's a good writer,
When I
but
was in
just because he
school-
played Hamilton doesn't mean Hamilton was Latin. We have fucking pictures of Hamilton. He's whiter than me.
When I was
Yeah,
in
that's
school,
what
they taught
happens
that
when
Vietnam was a patrolling action, and like I remember going home and telling my parents that way back, and they were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I get it. The U.S. needs to mind its own business.
and not just that, but I mean they want to. They do that with everything. Case in point,
It's whitewashing.
the
Yeah.
well, they're trying to sit there and say the LGBT representation Stonewall was done by a black trans woman. No, it wasn't.
I mean, I won't say there weren't any queer black people there, but it was more than just them when the fights broke out. The police came to arrest them because back during those days it was illegal to be queer. Hell, if you wanted to wear clothing of the opposite sex, you weren't allowed. You were arrested for that. So finally, getting sick of this shit, the queer folks at Stonewall are like, fuck this shit, and started fighting. That was how we started going for the fight of, equal rights for queer people. And actual queer people, not this wokey crap that will accept that Iceman is representation instead of demanding an actual gay character.
Yeah, and I mean not just
I
that, but one
remember
other thing that.
getting mad at sorry for interrupting, but
Oh, no, go on,
getting
man, go on.
mad at Call of Duty World War II and other World War II games that were released in the 2010s era, because like literally they made women so prevalent in these games. But historically, the only group that had women troops was the Soviets. But the Soviets was the one group in these games that did not have women, which just seemed kind of backwards from a historical standpoint.
Wow! Wow!
Yeah, wait, didn't
That
Soviet
they are
use
backwards.
weren't the women like snipers or something?
Yeah, they're actually kind of
Yeah,
badass.
they freaking pop people from a distance.
They're badass, yeah.
This
But
is
like,
why-
They actually had an aerial service called the Strike Witches.
This is why we should be making. This is why we should be looking back. This is why we should be looking back at history and making movies of these real life people, especially the women. If we really
need,
Well,
need is to have.
thank you for letting me finish.
Oh, sorry.
Because I always hear, oh, we don't have enough female role models. I'm like, if you look through history, you'd find a lot of women. Hell, there was a mulatto woman who basically pretended to be a white man with a broken arm so she'd have a way to hide her boobage, that basically pretended to be her husband's slave owner so they could escape to the north. But we're not making movies about that. And I'm like, I would fucking watch a movie about that because holy shit, can you imagine how scared she must have been? Like, any minute now we could be caught because someone could notice that, hey, wait a minute, your arm ain't broken and
Oh, not
everything. I remember
They
during the
can't
whole
afford a roller
Oklahoma.
coaster.
I
Can't
heard a
afford a
story
roller
about the
coaster
whole
with that
Oklahoma
much.
thing where people were grabbing up land and a woman knew that by the time the train she was on stopped, all the good pieces of land would have been taken. So she climbed out on the side of the train, and when she found the piece of land she wanted, she jumped off, managed not to break her leg, I might add, and put her stake in the ground to say, "This is my land."
Wow.
not just that, but again, they don't want to talk about that. They want to just go with, we were slaves and the evil white man did evil white stuff to us. Ooh woo, woo hoo. Like,
Well, I want to know why it took so damn long
All,
for us to even get a movie about Harriet Tubman, one of the most famous black women and activists, abolitionists against slavery. Why did it take so goddamn long? I can accept for the thing I told because it's not that well known a story. You gotta be really looking deep to find that. But Harriet Tubman, she was one of the most famous black women. Why did it take so long to get her a movie instead of it
yeah.
being like one of 20 or something?
Again, it's all because SJWs don't give a shit. All they want to do is just claim that they care about, black people and all that, just to pat themselves on the back, make themselves feel good, and they
It's about
expect
making
everyone to
money at the end
glorify
of the
them.
day. They need to make money and they need to appeal to the liberal audience to keep people from progressing.
Also, that's another thing there, Doggo. It turns out that freaking wokies don't have money. They just actually have freaking chump change. And,
Yeah,
the only
But
thing that
no,
like
they ever care about
think
is freaking
about it
getting
from
likes
the
and
whale
retweets on Twitter.
standpoint. You only need one rich woke person to profit all of these companies, right? It's the same logic.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
Also,
basically
another
BlackRock and Vanguard.
another story I heard, and this is thanks to histories at the museum that I know a lot of these stories. But a woman stole the president's clothes while he was swimming in that pond thing near the White House and refused to give them back until he promised that war widows would be allowed to keep getting pensions after their husbands died. This woman basically had the president buck naked and was willing to let him be shamed if he refused. So he agreed. A woman managed.
How is she able to get near the president?
Well, this is back before people realized that people are fucking nuts and would probably kill the president.
I
True.
assume
Well,
this was
back then
before
we didn't have as many
JFK.
people, and less people means less nutcases.
I assume this
Yeah,
was before the JFK incident then.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Basically Victorian era, let's say that.
But
JFK
again,
was a cover up and a half, though. Let's
But
be honest.
but I see the story. I'm like, I would watch a movie about this too. I mean,
But they
a
can't
woman
whitewash
didn't
it.
even have to threaten his life, just threaten his pride if he didn't agree to make sure that widows of soldiers would still be able to survive because they would still get a pension
Yeah,
for their husbands.
and back then they didn't have welfare programs, so if you didn't get paid, you starved to death.
I guess you could
Literally.
say, she had him by the balls.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
Boo, Geo, boo.
Oh.
They had
Let
the
me indicate I still think.
balls.
Yeah, but my
I'm gonna take
point
the subject.
is, all these people claiming we don't have enough female role models could just dig into history and find all these badass women they could do movies about that
I
girls
guess
could
you could
look up
say.
to.
Yeah.
But no, we have to take fictional characters and twist them to fit the narrative.
that's really,
And not
really
just that, but they even take actual, history and rewrite it themselves. Again, they were going to sit there and say that a black trans woman is who started the whole Stonewall thing. No, it was someone else. I don't know who, but
It was multiple people because, again, the cops were coming to arrest them for being queer in some way, shape, or form. And the queer folks are basically someone you don't want to piss off. They're like, fuck it, we're fucking tired of this, and bricks were being thrown.
And the funny thing is, here's the thing: is that back in the day. See, the thing is, back in the day, they didn't have all the gun control we have today, so those cops were taking a real risk trying to arrest those queer people.
Yep.
Because back then they didn't have the gun control. Back then you could have an automatic weapon and freaking go daka daka for 1986.
Yeah, but try messing with someone. Try messing with a drag queen or something. They will grind their heels into your crotch.
That would be painful, but anyway, guys, I like to change the subject here. Also, freaking Konosuke, who's been freaking, messing with me on freaking Twitter. I still fucking
What's with the wind noise going on? I keep hearing.
Well, I have my fan on because it's fucking hot here, because it's fucking Louisiana summer.
Of
Can
course.
everyone mute for
Yes.
a second to see who's making noise?
it's gotta be Dee Dee because she has a fan on.
Again, I am not. I love you guys, but I am not fucking suffering heat, so y'all don't have to hear fan noise.
Again, it's Louisiana.
Just don't let it bother you, okay? Just don't let it bother you. But anyway, like I was saying, if Konosuke actually...
Because we all can't all live up north like Mr. Anime.
And me.
Yeah, you fucking
Hey, it sucks in the
Northerners.
winter though.
Yeah, you
But the South
fucking
is so
Northerners
warm. I love it.
with your cold temperatures and your no grit lifestyle.
Yeah, because
Hey, guys,
dog-
before we get off track, I want to actually add something here. Let me ask you guys something really personal.
Is it about Captain Ballsack again?
That was about Konosuke. This freaking dude actually says that, he's been freaking railing on me hard, so do you really think that this actually counts as, so-called pedophilia?
heck no. What the hell is he going on about?
Listen, people who claim that anime or whatever is CP, 9 times out of 10 are projecting, and they themselves.
I mean, how many times has someone claimed insert? I think this of you here, and it turns out that
Yeah, they are the ones who are the actual chief.
Yeah, the people complaining about lolicon are the same ones trying to ban the word groomer.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, I'm gonna bring this up. What happens if I need to find a dog groomer in my area? I'm completely fucked if I say I'm looking for a dog groomer because, you can't say groomer, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it's
But I'm
stupid.
not using groomer in that context. I really need a dog groomer.
Well,
and then I get banned for life.
They'll just clap back and say, "Well, you can't say the N-word in any context." Like they'll try to say that's the same as saying the N-word or something.
Yeah, let me tell you this. In
No,
Africa,
no, because unlike the N-word, the word groom or grooming originally was not supposed to be a derogatory or something.
I know.
They don't care. They literally do not care.
They want to control the narrative and go on, Evie.
And you don't know one thing for sure. In Africa, people aren't offended over the N-word at all.
No,
Which is kind of fun. It's kind of funny. All this political correctness seems to be mostly American, and it spread to Europe and stuff like that. But
Also,
I'm glad you brought up I'm glad you brought up the whole African thing because someone posted this was a week ago, and someone replied back to a comment I made. But there's in Africa, if you say you're trans, you're considered mentally ill, and
Yep,
they do not support the LGBT. And I
that's
made a
true.
comment. I made a comment asking, "Gee, I wonder what the SJWs would think." To which someone responded with a, "Oh well, they will probably be like, not all tribes are like this," but someone who is from Africa responded saying, "As an African, I can assure you that Africa does not support, LGBT and all this and that." And it's absolutely hilarious because SJWs, they complain about Japan, they complain about America, but yet they're not going to point at Africa or Middle East
Yeah,
who don't
this is
support.
Yeah, but Dio, remember these are the same people who threw a hissy fit about Resident Evil 5 because you got to
Yeah.
shoot black people. Infected black people, but still black people nonetheless to them.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah, and
literally
they.
in Africa, just like depends where you're at, to be honest. But like most of Africa is very conservative in nature.
it's
Oh,
true.
and don't
It's
forget,
very different.
it was a while back, but I think Nigeria, I believe, they were wanting to make a bill where it would be legal to kill LGBT people.
So any tourists visiting Nigeria might want to rethink that.
Yeah.
And not to mention, they gotta be careful in Uganda, because you know how Uganda is talking about eat the poo poo.
Oh
The whole.
yeah, they eat the poo poo.
That's so offensive.
I remember that meme, and that he even made the little kiss though. That they eat the poo poo.
Ew, ew, stop! Stop! For the love of God, stop!
It was just what made it funny
Wasn't
though
I
is they
remember the
showed the video. He showed a video. It's like, dude, isn't this what
God
you're not
damn it,
supposed to
Dio!
show?
Dio, that's enough! Stop, stop, stop! Someone mute Dio, please, for the love of God!
Okay, you
What?
just cut it out, okay? We don't need to
I.
talk about it.
Even though I'm part African myself, so
But anyway, but for real though, these idiots they'll sit there and complain about Japan not having representation, even though Sailor Moon.
Neptune and Uranus.
Yeah, Sailor Moon says hello. Yuri and Yaoi manga and anime says hello. Several anime characters say
Hell,
hello.
Horikoshi has a couple queer characters.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And
And
again, Horikoshi, if for some reason you're watching this and you have someone translating for you, please, just so I can giggle at the screaming, please make Mineta bisexual, just so I can watch people lose their fucking mind about it.
you know what?
that would be fucking funny.
Edie, how about we make Mineta an honorable mention in the community?
Very well. I know it was a translation error, but I'm like, I kind of wish he was bisexual just because I love everyone losing their fucking mind. They make Izuku queer, they make Katsuki queer, everyone else but Mineta. And the minute the idea that Mineta might be queer, it's like, no, that's not who
Oh
we
god.
wanted!
And that's absolutely hilarious because again, they made Bakugo, Deku, all of the characters
Oh,
queer
doggo
as
left.
fuck. But as soon as someone like Mineta's hinted, it's like, no, 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 they can't be. They cannot be queer because they are disgusting. Blah blah blah. It's just like with Angel Dust. They don't like Angel Dust because he's supposed to be a negative stereotype. What makes that even
Hey,
more
Kira,
hilarious
Bubba.
is,
Oh, hey,
hey,
Bubba.
Kikiro. But what
Yeah,
makes that
somebody
even
got
more
Dio wound up
hilarious
today.
what makes that even more hilarious is the fact that I was okay. So a couple of days ago, someone shared a Fritz the Cat clip, and I'm absolutely surprised that someone's watching that movie in 2022. But apparently, they know it's good. And the
Oh
clip
man,
was
Race the Cat
um,
is awesome.
and
Anybody that knows about underground comics knows damn well about Fritz the Cat.
well, let me finish. Let me finish. So it was the scene where Fritz goes to hell, and he meets Lucifer. Now, for those of you who do not know what Lucifer is in Fritz, show or whatever, well, basically, he is very gay and he's just a steady ghost. And what's hilarious is this is the absolute negative stereotype of a gay person. But what makes it even more funny is this right here is exactly what SJWs create. They create the steady ghost character for their fucking works, and yet they're proud of it. They're okay with it. But yet, when you have a character like Angel Dust, who is, gay, but though he, owns it, it's like, no, this
Okay,
is bad.
okay, no, Dio. People were mad because how dare Vivzy say gay people can go to hell, and it's like, if you listen to the music video she made, Addicted, you learn he overdosed and accidentally yeeted himself from life, and not to mention his family were mafiosos. It wasn't the fact he was gay that he ended up in hell. It was the fact he did shitty stuff and or accidentally yeeted himself from life. And yeeting yourself from life is considered a sin by religious nutbars. Even if it was a fucking accident. That's why they hate it. And then they throw a fit about Katie Killjoy for saying, I don't touch the gays. I'm like, it's hell. You really think an asshole like Katie Killjoy is going to fucking heaven?
Not
So,
just that, but she's
you're a
supposed to be an
VTuber.
unlikable character.
Oh hey, oh look, it's the doggo.
Of course it is.
I didn't know you were a VTuber. That's cool.
Do
Well,
Ecom
why do you think he has VT on his name?
No, do not
Her name,
Ukum Bokum,
but-
no.
Doggo, do Ecom Bokum.
No.
I don't have full body movement. Sorry.
It's all good. Besides,
Yeah, that requires tracking equipment.
Yeah, besides, Fail's been basically returned back from as losers from Twitter. And I'm not even talking about the big drama. She just or they just basically, trying to talk smack about me for liking VTubers and holy characters.
Why the fuck does it matter if you like VTubers? I'm sure as soon as Dio can do it, he's gonna have the actual VTube thing.
I think they're mad at VTubers because lolly VTubers kind of actually gave fuel to the resistance against the anti-lolly movement. Like they were making strides until the VTubers came along, and it's because I think it's mostly because of a lot of the HoloLive VTubers like Matsuri and I think a lot of them actually do like lolly content. So it's like it gave wind. It gave wind to the resistance against the whole movement to ban it.
And
Lollies aren't even actual children, though.
I know, and here's the other thing. They think, oh, lollies is a big problem. It's not a big problem. Same thing with VTuber. It's not a big problem.
Yeah, and that's a thing. Is that what it did? Is it fueled the resistance? So they're really mad at VTubers right now. They're furious. They're fuming because they tried to infiltrate the VTubers. But I think it was like Alice the Alucard. They tried to cancel her over and over again, and everyone who tried to cancel her ended up getting canceled themselves instead.
Yeah. And that's what makes it so damn great too.
And it basically gatekept. It basically gatekept the VTuber community. So now they have to attack from the outside.
And not just that, but though,
that's where Claymore and them come in. So.
And then people wonder why people gatekeep fandoms. It's because of bullshit like this that we gatekeep. Because every time we open the fucking gate, some asshole comes and shits in our yard.
Yeah,
honestly, though.
At the same time, I just got my Twitter locked in case. I don't want.
One at a time.
At the same time, I got my Twitter page locked still because I don't want anyone screenshotting my posts. That's the problem.
People do that. Damn.
But
glad I followed when I did.
But what makes it so hilarious though is they hate that VTubers are popular because it's anime stuff.
It's popular. It's not just that it's popular, but it's the fact that they got chased out.
And what makes it even more hilarious is I guarantee you, if it was a streamer that was a drag kid, a 6-year-old drag kid, these SJWs who hate VTubers would be all over the 6-year-old drag kid going, "This is Flamin' Foe."
I really
Must
freaking
protect at all
so good
costs.
that my freaking forehead hurts.
Okay, first off, why is a kid on Twitch or whatever, period?
And it's too young
Doesn't
to
matter
be
if
on
they're a
Twitch.
drag kid, why is a child on Twitch or whatever, period? That's a
I
good
don't
way
know.
for some
Exactly.
predator to
Wait.
try and trick them into giving their information so they can come and pick them up. Can we get
Yeah,
Crimson on the line?
I'm pretty sure SJWs want just that.
All right,
They
guys,
want.
guys.
yeah, you better watch out because okay. If someone, the thing is that anyone who does that and picks up a kid, they better watch out because someone in a phone booth might pop them. That's a reference. Yeah, if you know what I'm referencing.
Hold on, let me
If I can
add this
interject here,
properly.
basically, I want to say this. Basically, if I want to talk about how much I want to freaking get behind his Falco and stick my deed side of him while he's actually doing freaking Kuradon in a missionary position, I would so flippin' do that.
Oh God. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Hey, baby, I'll grab it.
But I probably wonder what Don's reaction would be to that. I like how freaking when Jason Max 4 was actually mentioning Don in one of his videos.
Yeah, I know
Don
he
just
did. Yeah, that was funny.
That was hilarious.
But I mean it.
Like him for behind me.
It's a good way for a kid to be grabbed by a predator, even if we hope people pop out of phone booths to beat the shit out of them.
Or
But
they pop up and then they pop the pedo while he's being dragged off.
I mean, that's what.
well,
Good
my
game.
point
That was
is
in the 80s. I think
My
it was
point-
the 80s.
my point
That happened.
is I don't like the idea of kids being on streaming services, family channels, whatever. Especially if you know about Daddy 05, that guy can get
Oh
his
God.
that guy can get his
Oh,
balls
God.
crushed into nothing but
I
hamburger
heard
meat.
about that one. Yeah.
And then that
That
apology video he and his bitch of a wife did. We're sorry. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're only sorry because people fucking called you out. You would have kept on doing it had no one fucking called your asses out. And okay, apparently we're communists now.
Okay, comrades.
Doggo. That's
I'm
Doggo
moving,
for
I'm
you.
sorry.
All right,
But-
comrades. We are all
Anyway.
equal.
You're just giving the Wokies who are seething at the stream something to yell about on Kiwi Farms, but okay.
That's more fun.
I don't
though.
fucking
Like,
care. Besides, you know what, I actually avoid Kiwi Farms since a fucking plague. I don't fucking care anymore.
All
I
right,
hope they make a
comrades.
page about
From this
me. Hell
moment
yeah.
on,
Anyway, one
we
of
are all equal now.
what's funny? Okay,
Oh, wait.
I think it'd be funny is to I think once the Wokies are out of the now that the Wokies are out of the VTuber community, I think we should do a special fandom operation and take over and try to reclaim the rest of the anime community in a special fandom operation.
How's yeah?
What do you want me to put in the background, by the way? Like, I'm fucking with
All right, no.
pictures.
Keep yours up. I got something for you, Doggo. Hold on, I got something to go with it. Hold on.
I
Send me an
actually had an idea for a story where this girl manages to get magic powers thanks to imagination, or basically a creature that
That is so much better.
or
I know
more
that people are gonna fucking hate me for this, but I really enjoy it. Actually, just getting my rocks on.
You look-
Yeah,
you
I
look-
can put
you
that
look
in my
like
background.
Doggo.
Okay.
Doggo, man.
guys,
you look,
Diddy
you
wanted
look,
to
you
say
look like,
something.
I was
okay.
trying to explain something and all of a sudden but basically a fairy that runs imagination is at threat by someone who wants to get rid of imagination. So the magic fairy gives the main character, a girl, the ability that whatever thing that looks like someone's look from fiction, she's able to mimic it. So, example, if she got Cloud's sword, she'd be able to swing it around and stuff. But she's super fangirl,
Hey, we
and
got Matt.
and I know
No, I am not canceled by Twitter. They will never cancel me.
okay, and
You're like a freaking cancer that comes back.
and I know super fangirl is probably a terrible name to use, but it's to relate this. So while she's fighting the evils trying to squash out imagination,
Where's Theo?
she
He just apparently got yeeted somehow. I don't know what's going on, but I guess that's how fucking this is how
but
StreamYard works.
anyway, as she's fighting to protect imagination and stuff, she ends up meeting Wokies and stuff who ask for her opinion because basically they would love her because she's a female hero and stuff. And they give her their comics of various comic media and stuff. And she just looks through it and she's like, this is nothing but bitching about men and stuff. What the fuck is this? And they're like, well, we have to have girl power. And she's like, yeah, girl power is all fine and stuff, but not at the expense of the male characters. This is bullshit. This is garbage. Don't ever bring this to my site again, or I will make sure everyone knows that you're with the people who want to stomp out imagination. And basically, this is.
Now that's actually starting to piss people off. I figured I'd actually join in the fun. Whoops.
I want to become the Ahigo. That's what it looks like, Mr. A. Because you put it on backwards, so you want to become the Ahigo.
Back. What did I miss? What did I miss?
You missed Mr. A putting his Ahigo thing on wrong, and I said he wants to become the Ahigo.
But actually, have me doing that. Hangout thing.
You were talking about my new Twitter avatar.
Yeah, because you got banned on Twitter yesterday because you engaged with some moronic lefty who's a fake anime fan.
I really wish I could figure out how to get Twitter to stop being widgets.
You have to get a new phone number, new email, and you should probably wait a while until your IP address changes on your internet connection, just to be safe.
Okay, look, I can easily get a new email, but I can't easily get a new number.
That's right now.
Okay, Dee. See that's the thing. What's kind of funny is that all the rich trust fund kids, the ones that are always attacking, they can get permabanned several times because they can just get new phone numbers because they have money. Yeah. But the people who don't have money, they can't easily get a new phone number.
Oh
yeah,
God!
Way,
Doggo is the straight right now because
bullshit. This stream is the epitome of cringe. What, like you, asshole?
Yeah, basically, you came to our stream trying to actually start up some controversy because you're actually starting to look for something to fucking bitch about. But hey, you actually you locked into us. That's all on you.
I literally gave them tons of content at this point.
Yeah, in fact, you know what? I don't care if anybody's actually gonna freaking start bitching about this. I seriously don't. I don't give a rat's ass. Oh God!
Why would you want a rat's ass?
Hell yeah! Another one.
Doggo,
right, who brought in Shimonetta dude from the evil dimension?
We are all equal comrades.
We are all equal in this society, comrades.
Deal, let me know when you see the fan comic I shared, okay?
Oh wait,
Oh yeah,
Probably going to
you
show it
heard
again.
about this comic that Kazuki Takahashi made?
Ooh, that was pretty cool.
Oh, I
It's
just
the
got that
reverse.
last week.
I will say this.
Oh,
I will say this. I will take the
Nice,
Philippine. I will accept the Filipino Captain America as long as there's a lot of jokes like from Deadpool saying, "Oh, hey, Captain Ballsack."
Deadpool. Yeah, that Deadpool humor.
Yeah, the point is
I
like
remember people making a fan art of having Deadpool and Neptune from Neptunia both breaking the fourth wall or something.
oh my god.
I've seen people do Deadpool and Pinkie Pie. I've seen them do Deadpool and Madeline Hatter from Ever
Yeah.
After High.
Or just it's anyone who breaks the fourth wall and just have dead.
Oh, I would love to see a comic with him and Rick.
Oh God.
But let me tell you this, like with Kazuki Takahashi, he made a good superhero comic that is a one shot.
I mean, it'd be fucking funny if Rick's like, so you sure you don't mind giving me a new liver? And Deadpool being like, oh no, I sell my organs all the time because they grow back.
also, Didi, I've
Deadpool.
seen the comic. It was funny.
This better be reasonable. Ah, monster.
See, I would rather Deadpool like try to like get on his high horse and try to lecture Rick about how he treats Morty, and then Rick brings up Weasel. Yeah, does anybody remember Weasel?
Oh yes.
Not from the movie. Not from the movie. I'm talking about from the comic books.
Oh no, I know who you're talking about.
Asshole.
I want to know if Rick would bring up Deadpool's daughter if he also pointed out that he was a deadbeat dad to Beth. And Rick be like, oh, you mean like your kid?
Well, to
God.
be perfectly honest, at least his kid's from an alternate future. It's not like he ever had a chance to be in this version, like, of his daughter's life. She ain't even born yet.
Yeah, but you really gonna tell me Rick wouldn't jump on that if Deadpool started trying to call him out
He could
about
jump on it
Beth?
all. He could jump on it all he wants. It just wouldn't do any good. Yeah.
Bushy Doggo, you're the best. Basically,
I am the best.
And then I just imagine Morty in the background like, oh jeez, Rick's fighting with a superhero.
Geez, Rick, I don't think this is a good idea. Everything sounds such a good idea to you, Morty.
Yeah, both of them look at him and in unison. Both of them in unison say, "Shut up, Morty." Yeah.
Shut up, Morty.
That's right.
What the fuck did we get Beavis from Beavis and Butthead in here?
Oh no.
By the way, can we drop the hammer on Futagen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Unfortunately, I don't have a wrench, so I can't really do anything about that.
Yeah, fucking.
Oh.
Our stream
If we're
and talking
Good, Mr. A,
shit,
take care of it.
and they think they're the ones who say we're cringe. Fuck off.
Hey, Fire King.
Oh,
Spamming chat is just cringe.
Yeah. But,
if we're gonna talk about fourth wall breakers, we gotta bring in Freakazoid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. But one of my favorite lines from Freakazoid is
I pray we never get a Freakazoid reboot because, like
At
the
least-
Tiny Toons reboot, I get the feeling
At least there shouldn't be a reboot. Not the way things are now.
Well, yeah, but they're getting on to her for tempting fate. She shouldn't have said it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Also, guys,
I'm sorry for tempting fate, okay? But I pray it never happens because they're doing a Tiny Toons reboot and they ruined it by making Babs and Buster twins.
Okay, no.
All right.
Also, guys. I can interject here. One of my favorite lines from Freakazoid is that, no! You're the one! Lay up the 4 beers, Leah!
They said that'll make the date episode way more awkward.
Time to you shut up, keepers! Go have some coffee with cream or something, because I'm telling you something. This is a happy place.
Oh yeah, that scene's been ruined for me thanks to fucking Kick Vic.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
level
Damn
fun,
it.
because he's the one who actually freaking made that fucking picture. Pardon my French.
Yeah, fuck Animat, because none of the reviewers I've seen have decided to review a kids movie buck naked. How the fuck is he not on a list somewhere?
And even
Oh,
though
what the
it
hell?
kind of
Do we even
destroyed
know
my
Doggo?
career and took my con away, of course. I think my con career away.
Do we even
No.
know Doggo?
Actually, that goes with me.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
Doggo was
okay.
cool.
Oh,
Doggo
I'm actually a
is one
pretty
of
cool
us.
person if you like got to know me.
Matt, if it
I'm
was
just
one of these
enjoying the
assholes, I
conversation.
think they would have done a dick pic already for their avatar.
Yeah, they would have tried to get us
Okay.
banned by now
Okay, that does it.
if they were.
Freaking breaking out the
Doggo,
sign. Young
Dog,
Ted
Yeah.
Fate.
Doggo.
It'll only happen if you
Hey,
if you put someone in here you don't know, Mr.
Dee,
A.
if I wasn't so lazy, I would have just put a Nightwing pick up when you said dick pic.
I would have put a pic of Dick Cheney. The only
Matt.
dick pic I would put up would be a pic of Dick Cheney something.
Matt.
Oh God.
Doggo is
Oh,
one
my
of
Oh,
That's what
oh,
I pick.
Oh, someone could have put Richard Nixon's thing as an avatar because Richard is what dick is
Yeah,
short for.
that's
Yeah, that's
Richard, where are you, Richard? We miss you so.
Also, Matt. Doggo is one of us, comrade.
I'm one of us.
Yeah.
And
Part of
also,
part of the
Oh
ship,
yeah,
part of the crew.
Dio, your character is dying like a bitch again.
One of us, one of
And-
us.
at
like
least I
fucking with
died
shit.
equally,
It's fun.
comrade.
I've been playing Earthbound, and I named Ness Dio, and the girl character is my user, and then Shadow and someone we know named Felix in my Discord, and Dio's character keeps dying like a little bitch every second boss.
Oh
Mm.
God,
Wow.
my.
We need more communism.
I'll bring it
Nope.
back.
I mean,
I'll
god
bring
damn
back
it, Dio, my character and Shadow's character can only do so much. You gotta win.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Exactly. but,
your
you know,
brain on communism. It's literally death.
I love
No,
communism.
comrade.
What's wrong with communism, comrade?
Yes, comrade. Communism
Comrade
is
Lynn.
true.
And I'm still pissed I can't name Pokey any name I want.
Man, I really should have named Frisk in my Undertale stream after one of you two.
You should have
I
named
really
him
regret
Fuck.
that.
It's always
I mean,
funny
you
when
could
Grandpa
always delete the thing, re-download it, and then do it.
Communism is the
Well, would
true
you guys
way,
be okay if
comrade.
I name Frisk after one of you two?
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
fine
Like,
with it.
my name. Go for it.
I am fine with equal opportunity, comrade.
I mean, in all fairness,
Dio, you
You know-
sound like you're in the middle of a fever dream.
in all fairness, Shadow, the name you choose is the name of Chara's character, not Frisk. You find out Frisk is Frisk at the end of the game.
No,
Somehow I just stepped into an X-Play communism video.
oh yeah.
You know what? Hold on, I got one more thing.
Look, I already explained that this is probably going to end up on the Kiwi Farms because of it. I can't force them to take the thing down, Matt.
Also, as for the reboot, I believe that all reboots should be equal.
Oh, come on, let's
something
freaking go,
I
dude.
heard-
Let's freaking go. So
Yeah,
check out
I
that.
heard
I
something
have
about-
343 subscribers.
Yeah, I was
and
going to say that's
freaking close.
this is not tempting fate. This is like painting honey all over your balls and holding it in front of the hornets of fate. Like, come on now.
Oh my.
Murder
Yeah.
hornets.
Again, can I speak? In
Yes,
regards to the
comrade.
Kiwi in regards to the Kiwi Farms, I heard one of the founders is basically an anime hater.
Oh, no
Shocker.
wonder.
Yeah, Josh Moon,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Man, everyone has a page on Kiwi Farms. You look hard.
Okay, who the fuck is Josh Moon?
And I don't even.
I have yet
I'm
to get a
alive.
page on Kiwi Farms.
Not gonna lie, that sounds like some
You just said that.
comic
Now they're
book
gonna
character.
put you on there.
You know, because you said that, you know what that's gonna do, right? They're gonna make you a page now that you said that.
It's
Who?
gonna
I
be
don't
like
care.
one sentence, but it's gonna be on there just so you can feel special.
Who?
Basically,
Who?
I already have my information posted on fucking TV Farms.
Because if you're saying they're gonna make a page on me, I'm sorry. I don't know who Josh Moon is because I don't waste my life on fucking Kiwi Farms.
And the only thing is, I don't have time to do with forums. I just basically have other stuff to
I
do.
don't even care about the Kiwi Farms, let alone even want to care because
Because
assholes.
because unlike the people who sit tweeting page after page practically 24/7, I actually have stuff I have to do during the day. I have to take care of my pets. I have to make coffee because my dad drinks coffee. I have to get groceries once a week. I have to exercise. I have to do a million things that are a lot more productive than spend hours upon hours on Kiwi Farms and or Twitter complaining about shit.
And for me,
Yeah,
I just
again,
I
I
just
don't
have
really go to
family,
that
have
site
pets,
anymore.
have exercise to do, and other stuff to do.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I just actually had a really freaking bad memory. When we actually had Rugnut here on the stream, and basically, I freaking forget that dude he's going to be on fucking stream. God damn it. Why am I not letting myself remember that?
Also, I'm upset that we can't name Pokey anything we want because I would have named him Betty.
Have you tried
Hey, why
modifying
Betty?
the save file to rename the character?
Yeah,
I can't. It's on the Super Nintendo Virtual Console on my Switch.
Damn.
Oh.
Well,
But
Damn,
it
I
would
just
be
got caught
nice.
staring at a hot woman.
But it would be
I'm
nice
not that
because I
She
would
did. She
name.
looked back at the wrong time.
It's a shame because if I had my way, Pokey would be named Betty. And for anyone here, you know why it would be Betty.
Because of
Fat
freaking
Betty.
because of Josh.
Yeah, and I'm sorry,
Formerly
and I'm
Yakuza Western Justice.
and I'm sorry if Josh doesn't like being called Sad Fat Betty. But when I first saw your face before you started talking, I'm like, so you're a sad fat girl?
Oh, dude.
His
Oh.
hair is
Like I said,
styled like a
you tempted
girl's.
fate with that. You tempted fate with that because then he started wearing dresses. So I blame you for that.
Yeah,
Good
and
thing
he
I
actually
didn't
makes a
see that
really
one because
horrible.
I got better shit to do than check his shitty channel out. Like
That's all right. He blocked me on Twitter after and I did. I pulled like a verbal grand slam on his ass, and then all of a sudden he blocked me. Like none of you little losers got blocked. He just blocked me.
Wow.
Just
Because
you.
his fat ass couldn't handle the truth.
He was like block that guy in particular.
Block just that one
Yeah, that's
guy.
some real Chad
Fuck
energy
him.
there, Bubba.
Give it a couple years, he'll decide that he's a trans woman just to try and get sympathy for people calling him out on his
No, it's like
bullshit.
an
Oh,
actual.
so
He
basically,
would do that. He would do that just to call us transphobic, to hide behind an identity.
Yeah,
and
I
so
would,
he
I would call
basically.
that. I would say don't tempt fate, but that's like what
People
Bubba
who aren't
said.
Okay,
trans
Matt,
or
He
come
said
on.
it that direction anyway.
is trans.
Matt, he's already wearing dresses and stuff. He's only one step
I was gonna say,
away from claiming.
at this point, he's already like 2 videos away from yelling "It's ma'am" and a GameStop. So you know.
Oh, wait,
I remember that.
guys,
I found something funny right now.
Speaking of ma'am, I got a fun fact for you. I was watching Betty White's video the other day, and she was talking about the "It's Ma'am" man. Alright, so "It's Ma'am" has a son, and it's, how do I put this gently? There's a picture of him posing with his, I don't know how old, but it doesn't matter how old, it's a child. He is in his underwear
Oh God.
with
Oh,
FBI, open up!
yeah.
FBI,
Why
open
is he
up!
on the sex offender registry list?
Can I just ask though who this person is y'all are talking about? I'm curious.
You've
Oh, you've
never
never
seen
seen? Oh,
Oh, you
Okay,
haven't seen
someone's
it.
got to get the link. Someone's got to get the link.
Get the link,
God
please.
damn it, Cerno. You just had to be born innocent, did ya?
Yes.
What?
I remember when I
Me?
first saw that.
What's about? What's it with me?
it's Doggo that doesn't know who ma'am is.
Yeah.
I remember when I first saw.
Yeah.
Anyway, I remember when I first saw the video. I wrote in the comics, "It's ham."
Cerno is
Yeah.
God damn.
But yeah,
I put the
apparently
link
the
in the
freak
thing for
has
Doggo.
a child.
Most of them do.
You said you got
I
them
want-
wearing dresses
Like,
now.
I-
I was dying.
I wonder if his child hides the pictures of him just so no one that doesn't realize, oh shit, you must be fucked up in the head with a parent like that.
Also, guys,
Tell me about it, man.
then so close to freaking Tree Pity, for DL, Tree Pity.
Chiefity, yes. It's
Yeah, in
equal.
fact, if I can hit Tree Pity, then I'll actually show off a stall phone because I'm planning on getting the Sakimura cover of a stall phone from Beat Apocrypha, and I'll show him off in a video.
My only problem with the ma'am guy is all you had to do was say one time, look, I identify as female. That was it. Instead, they decided to go on a fucking tirade because someone didn't realize what with the muscular figure that
And the five
they
o'clock
were
shadow.
identifying as a woman.
Well,
Yeah,
no, they're definitely doing it to antagonize him. But he got mean first, and so they just kept going. But the thing is like me calling him a him now. I'm never going to respect their pronouns because I know that's what pisses them off. That doesn't make me transphobic. That means I want to piss them off. It is specific, kind of like like I'm a fat guy, but I don't get upset when people call me fat.
Yeah.
I know I'm fat, but if I know that there's another fat guy like like the one we were just talking about that's wearing the skirts now, like
One
if
step
I
away
know,
of claiming to be trans.
yeah, like I said, that's the thing. I'm going to sweep that leg, Johnny. I'm going to be as mean as possible. If I know that it's something racial that pisses them off, if I know that it's something that happened, that their dad diddled with them or whatever, I'm going to use whatever's as mean as I can fucking get. Shut up, dog.
It's like bitch cakes Marchie. I will respect you if you're not an asshole, but the minute you're an asshole, I am gonna do whatever it takes to hurt you. Example, using pictures from like 10 or 20 years ago because you're fucking ugly as sin now because you've gone too far into the dark side.
And yeah, because you know how KV using my old photos as like freaking like 7 years ago. It's like seriously, dude, why do you want to use a picture that's 7 years ago and shouldn't go on the update pictures?
And mind you, by the way, they demand that you respect them, meanwhile they treat you like dirt.
These are the same assholes who.
Respect works.
These are the same assholes who will claim you shouldn't body shame a fat person who will claim diabetes doesn't exist, but will turn around and basically ridicule a woman who has big tatas.
Exactly. Because it's okay for them to sit there and spit on a beautiful woman, meanwhile you are supposed to respect the busted garbage bag with popsicle legs.
Oh, basically, if you want an aura, here's an aura for you.
Ara.
Let me go. I don't know.
Oh God.
Oh lordy.
That sounded
it's
like
my
an
turn.
Ewok.
Yeah. It's my turn. Ora, ora.
And
Doing Mickey
freaking,
Mouse
oh
voice.
man, I am actually picturing freaking Kala saying that.
Also, I'm gonna say this. When you make the fucking Ewoks look good, you failed, Disney.
Yeah, it
Oh yeah,
sucked.
by the way, congratulations to Jar Jar
Hold on a
Binks
sec.
for no longer being the most hated Star Wars character. It is
Yeah, I
now
didn't think that was ever gonna be possible.
I'm
Yeah, it
betting
is
Jar
now
Jar Binks is celebrating.
L337.
Yeah, I'm betting Jar Jar Binks is having a celebration.
I just imagine Jar Jar Binks going up to like Ray or something and be like, Misa, thank you for taking the heat off me.
Misa can now relax.
Yeah.
Someone
Also,
needs
I
to
got
do a new
and
thing of Carbonite with Ray. Because someone did
Well,
a.
that's like Jimmy Carter hugging Joe Biden because he's no longer the worst president.
Okay, well,
Well, someone did a sculpture to make it look like Jar Jar Binks was in Carbonite. So now they need to do a thing of Ray in Carbonite because Jar Jar is no longer the most hated character.
Nice. Yeah.
Also,
Y'all leave Darth Aquatis alone.
I mean, I don't know if anyone can get more hated as far as U.S. presence than Biden after almost getting us into World War III.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
currently
but
trying to get us into
Biden
World
has
War III.
dementia.
What you mean?
True.
Oh no, Dee Dee, don't you dare defend that president. He was a piece of shit before he was senile.
No, I'm saying he has dementia because who the fuck says that?
Don't worry about it.
Who the fuck
Don't
says
repeat after
that
me.
that the poor kids are just as smart as the white kids? I grew up
Yeah,
poor and I'm
That's
fucking
dumb
white.
as shit I've ever
That,
heard.
yeah.
That's
That kind of sounds a bit
that's
racist.
coming
I mean,
from an
are you
outright ass clown?
that kind of insinuates that black people are poor, and it's like that's kind
Yeah,
of
I've
racist because
always-
you're saying that
Can
they're
I
poor
just
because they're
point
black.
out-
What the hell?
Can I just point out something? This is the same president whose son literally funded bioweapon labs in Ukraine and Nazis.
And China.
So I mean,
And
like,
China.
I don't trust
just.
them.
It's not just Ukraine. It's China too. I mean, look at Wuhan. That's why we had that pandemic for 2 years.
oh god,
I mean,
now I'm actually still remembering that freaking Cocaine in Ukraine song.
We need more people to make fun of Biden, honestly.
Oh, and
I wish
then
Biden had a thread on Kiwi Farms. That's what we need. We need Joe Biden to
he does
put it
have
on there.
a thread on Q.
and
Yeah, he
then
does.
there was the other comment. If you don't vote for me, you're not black. And it was just so fucking mind-boggling because then it's like, well, I'm white, so if I vote for you, am I gonna spontaneously turn black? What the fuck are you
Yes.
talking about?
Alright, I'm back anyways.
I think the reason why
It's hilarious. I mean, if it wasn't for how serious, how much power he has, if it wasn't a position of power like that, I'd be making. I think that
he'd
Boehner
just
would
be
be
funny
making
at this
fun of
point.
him like left and right.
I think the reason why no one's making fun of slow Biden is because it's not nice to make fun of the mentally challenged.
It's more so no one wants to
I
go
beg
back.
you to when it's someone like that, I like fun of anyone I want.
He's the president of the United States, but he cheated.
Oh, that's shots fired.
Okay, look. At this point, I'm just.
I thought I was muted. Sorry, guys.
Nerve sympathy.
At this point, I'm just hoping that we can live long enough to get someone who's not
My
going to fuck the
8-year-old
country
nephew
up.
just asked who Joe Biden was and saw us telling him that he's the, cheater in chief.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well,
Gotta
I'm
educate him.
calling bullshit on Trump saying he's healthy for a man his age. I've seen the food he eats. He
Dude,
peels
Trump
the
is healthy for a
cheese.
man his age.
Honestly.
He peels the cheese off of a pizza in the morning to eat, Then he eats a Big Mac for lunch and then a bucket of KFC for dinner. There's
Don't hate
no
he's
way
got the
this
money
man
that
is healthy.
He's got the money with all the drugs. He can keep himself healthy as long as he wants.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
when you're rich, you can afford to you can basically pay for life, basically.
I
Yeah.
also don't trust someone who's been bankrupt 6 times.
True, but you know, it's
No, he has not been bankrupt 6 times. His companies have been bankrupt at 6 different times. He
I'm not sure
personally
that
has
there's a
not
bit different.
undergone bankruptcy. But I mean, there is a difference. There is a difference. You're right. If you're looking for honesty, you're right not to trust him. If you're like me and you admire the fact that he went bankrupt to exploit the system, he did not do anything illegal, yet he exploited the system and got richer through bankruptcy 6 times. I've got to hand it to the man. That's fucking kick ass.
Yeah, I mean,
Very much.
he's basically abusing the very system that he's criticizing.
Oh, by the way,
Hey, if it's there, why not?
By the way, guys, while we're talking about stupid things, I've seen this on Twitter because, of course, it would be.
Twatter. I love that. Twatter.
So some journalist from Kotaku, sorry, my bad, says
Hey, same shit, really.
Strays, the game about a cat in a post-apocalyptic world, Strays falls into the usual Orientalism pitfalls of the cyberpunk genre. The cat simulation game appropriates Asian aesthetics but doesn't grapple.
You're playing as a fucking cat, not a person!
And not just that, but
Yeah.
you're playing the only
They're nitpicking.
the only living things are
Yeah,
robots.
One question to Kotaku. Why don't you guys ever go out and touch grass?
Also, what's funny? Also, what's funny
Everything
is
about these two fans there, it's not.
Yeah, Death is really good. I don't really care much for a job for a cowboy. They just seemed a little too much grindcore. Yeah, I more prefer the classic death metal stuff there, Fire King. Sorry.
What's your favorite
I'm getting tired of this. They're basically trying to find racism in a game about being a fucking cat.
And the
It's
only
really
thing that
stupid.
they have to grapple with is some of the robots wear a rice hat, which is Asian, but they're robots. And also there's robots that wear cowboy hats and other unique hats.
Oh my
Exactly.
god!
see
Again,
this is the
Kotaku.
problem.
Again, message to Kotaku. Touch fucking grass already.
Yeah,
Jeez.
they need to stop being so obsessed
Go
with race robots.
outside! Maybe
See,
you'll get lucky and find someone who will pity you and give you pity sex.
see, this
Yeah.
I
is
don't
the
think I'll
problem
actually
with
get any though. Nobody will actually get on pity sex either. So
and
basically,
you
everybody's will actually freaking just.
and these are the same outlets responsible for the censorship we see in video games. Why Sony has their strict policies and why basically the Nintendo Switch is the only
Yeah,
one that
not to
allows
not to mention
good
those
games.
ESG funds bullshit.
Yeah.
Sony.
It's actually kind of funny because if you think about it, back in the day, Nintendo was the one like, we want to be family friendly, and everyone else is like, tits, tits, tits.
Yeah, and then it basically.
Yeah, that's kind of like
I think what happened is Nintendo saw the market, like Nintendo saw an untapped market, and they exploited that untapped market because they're the only ones going for those kind of games.
Some dialectics. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
Really
I
cute.
wish Nintendo went the hardcore route, but at the same time, and I was like, but at the same time, you're right, Cerno. Nintendo saw an untapped market and capitalized on that one.
That's literally
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just kind of pissed that freaking feminists are actually going after massage freaks because you actually get to massage some really, really sensual like anime girls. But God forbid, in today's day and age.
And what's funny is that those Japanese feminists are now getting sued because I think that they might have told some lies.
And that's absolutely golden
Okay,
too.
okay. Who
Yeah.
doesn't like a good massage? I massage myself every chance I get
Hold up, I
while
got
looking
you on
at
my
pretty
loud
pictures.
fan real quick.
I don't mind about the
Everybody
massage.
loves self massages. That's kind of why we're all here.
Mm.
Hell, I think I'm the one who found Mr. Anime a new source of adult comics.
Well, I mean, the only and I guarantee you, the SJWs would be all for it if it was a bunch of 6-year-old drag kids.
Well, the
Well,
only
if
reason
the drag
reason
were
why they don't like.
profitable,
I'm sorry. What was that?
they would be for it if the drag kids were popular, like profitable, making money.
Well, here's the thing:
Yeah, and
is
they
that
wanna-
it's actually not really profitable since most
Yeah.
people don't like that shit
It's
Exactly.
profitable between their circles, though.
And of course,
in their circles. Yes, but here's the thing: is that the kind of content we like has a much broader appeal, and it would make a lot of money if they were allowed to produce it. That's the problem. And at some point, I think that the big money over at Visa and MasterCard are going to start getting involved and saying, oh, you can't publish this, or we're going to pull your payment processing, for example.
Well, hear me out, right? So, when something is surface level, it has a cap, right, and how much it can make. But when there's a black market surplus, it can make way more than what it would make if it was surface level. So, in a way, they're making more despite the fact it's technically not allowed.
Yeah.
Can we talk about NFTs just because I found
NFTs
it?
are one of those. I fucking hate NFTs.
Well,
Literally fast.
NFTs are the worst thing that ever happened to cryptocurrency.
I'm aware, but I couldn't help but start cracking up when a bunch of furry artists are like, "You are not gonna make money with this shit." Meanwhile, we're raking in the dough, and what pisses me off is these aren't even pleasing to look at images. They're hideous. Who wants the fucking monkey NFT?
The crypto bros.
The crypto.
All right. But anyways,
I mean, it's so fucking ugly that I don't even want to right click the damn thing because it's so fucking ugly.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but you're hilarious, Erna.
What?
The crypto bro.
That's what they're called. It's because they see. The problem is that they don't see cryptocurrency. What it was cryptocurrency's original intention was to get around financial censorship, and interest really took off like in the actual crowd it was meant for. During the Operation Choke Point era, when Obama started to weaponize the financial system.
I know.
Thanks, Obama.
Yo, bummer.
Thanks a lot, Obama.
Crypto would not be nearly as popular if it wasn't for Operation Choke Point.
And so, besides with all the crypto and everything, it was about you were saying about these type of audiences they want to go after, and
nobody talk about the super dog like that. Hell, he's even getting a movie by Dwayne Johnson. They said crypto.
Oh yeah, Shadow. I don't know if you. Shadow. I'm trying to speak to Shadow. Shadow, I don't know if you got the message, but I know you want to review the Superdog cartoon, but I'd see the movie first because you're going to get that one asshole who's like, why aren't you talking about the movie?
Well, yeah. I think I'm going to watch the movie, reluctantly since I don't know if it's going to be good or not.
But
I'll probably do it for, comparisons.
Hopefully it's just a nice lighthearted kids movie and they don't get political with it.
Yeah.
We can only fucking hope.
Nowadays,
HBO Max.
We can all only fucking hope.
All right, let me continue what I'm saying, right? Since
sorry, I thought I'd be funny and
yeah, because as I remember, since my friend and I were talking about how comics changed badly during these years, but back then, when I remember, Superman was a symbol of hope because it was created during the World War II era, because of all the situation, and later on,
No.
Batman was a symbol of justice.
Superman was made way before that.
You want to know something funny? People are basically saying Wonder Woman has always been the feminist icon, but originally she was made for the boys overseas to whack it to.
Spank the
Yeah,
monkey.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
they,
that
like
was fucking before, and they went all fucking wild with Wonder Woman's look. Like
yeah, but like
they
they, like
almost made Wonder Woman a fucking two
yeah, I'm
piece.
trying to explain something. Like they have a scene where they show Wonder Woman winking at the camera while she's getting spanked by Etta Candy.
Oh my.
So
Yeah,
it was
we already
basically
know.
for the soldiers to whack it to, but you got these feminazis who are like, Wonder Woman's the only female character that was made a feminist icon. And I'm like, are you sure about that?
And I wish there was like a DCAU Wonder Woman animated series, but considering these days where
No. We don't want to do that to Wonder Woman.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would.
okay.
Shadow.
So,
Mr. A, get the sign! Mr. A, get the sign!
okay. Hold on.
Do
Yeah,
not
Yeah,
I
go
know
away.
it would be tempting fate, but at least we did get the Wonder Woman 2008 animated movie.
One thing to also cut the other though, I mean they already tainted it with that god awful artwork that was I think it was last year or year before last.
Is it
Where-
the one where Wonder Woman's like purple or something?
Yeah, that one that looks like a Seaweed Universe gym ripoff. I have no idea what the fuck that was, but
Doggo just actually disappeared for a second. That's like a weird magic trick.
He faded out of existence because he couldn't handle the talk of that ugly drawing.
Yeah,
also I wanted to match my avatar with Doggo, so since we went with zombies, then we went with
Superman.
Oh god, Superman.
Just
Basically, we're just having too much fun. But like I said, guys, I've actually wanted to say this. I still gotta get back and doing some more anime content because we're supposed to be an anime channel, not like freaking drama channel.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this.
I'm still waiting for your review of the Netflix bastard.
Yeah,
I need to watch
I
it.
still-
Anyways, guys, I'm not sure. A little later on, once
I haven't had-
things...
Guys, let me finish. All right. Anyway, Matt, like I said, I'm actually still on episode 3. I haven't had a chance to sit down and actually watch the Netflix bastard because I still need to actually sit down and give my personal thoughts about it as well. But that will come. I guarantee you. Come hell or fucking high water.
Anyway, I'm gonna say this.
Ooh.
They.
All right, who the fuck's Re69?
He's trying to say something.
Okay.
Oh god. Said something about Johnny Ree.
Guys, Kitty wanted to say
General
something.
Johnny Ree is some fucking idiot that actually did a video on me, of course, and apparently, he actually made a response video to me about my response video to Clay Claymore.
But
Oh yeah,
Okay.
those people. The
Okay, well,
Claymore
anyway, there was a crossover series in the 90s between Marvel and DC for a few comics. And I bring this up because when it comes to doing someone carrying the Wonder Woman mantle better, Storm did it better than anyone nowadays.
Also,
I see.
wait, Doggo, was that a LGBT flag that you had a moment ago?
Yeah, I'm fucking with you.
But anyways, guys, since I'm not sure later on that I might end up having another channel, but it's gonna be given to me because it's gonna be more subscribers than the channel I have. But it's gonna be different than the gaming channel.
Oh my god, Doggo has the Axis of Evil flag.
Matt, where the hell have you been this whole stream?
God damn it, Matt. And I
I
usually
know,
say,
but
God damn it,
good
to
lord,
Shadow.
that's just too funny.
Yeah.
It,
And the
She's
point
I
been in
wonder
is,
how-
with a
I wonder
communist
how-
hammer and sickle. Like, this is just too fucking funny, man.
That's
I
the
wonder
point
how
is,
many Russian people would start screaming that a trans flag had one of their historical symbols.
Honestly, I'm friends with a ton of them, and like they're cool with it. They think it's hilarious.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the assholes who will arrest you if you openly say you're queer.
I have friends that live in Russia. It's pretty nice there, honestly, for what it's worth.
yeah.
Yeah, the only problem is that oh, they have technically some anime content over there is illegal. Technically.
That is true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
So,
Isekai.
If you
I've
went to
been working-
Ukraine, though, they would probably shoot you for being trans. Like,
Hey,
not
so
kidding.
I've been working
Well, the
on
Azov
a,
battalion would.
Whoa, guys,
Well,
guys,
Azov's
I
under
have
the
something to
as
say.
government,
well.
so
Whoa, guys, let's talk. Let's talk.
What the
Good
fuck
job.
you want, Shadow?
So I've been working on something on MS Paint. Can I share it on the Discord?
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Okay.
I heard a noise. Let me go check on my partner.
But yeah.
I would post it here, but I don't really feel like it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the thing is, if Russia got rid of their some of their censorship laws, I think it would be on if they change some of the way like the inner workings of their current government, which I don't think Russia has to overhaul much. It's just that there's a lot of mafioso control, but
oh yeah. Has anyone been able to watch South Park
at
Streaming
least
Wars?
at least Russia isn't
See
embezzling our
part
money.
1. I still need to see part 2.
I saw it, and not gonna lie, there's a character they created to be Man Bear Pig's wife, and she's
yeah.
called Bear Pig Girl. And not gonna lie, she's pretty good looking.
Oh no. You know what that means? The Rule 34 artists are going to draw things now.
Yep.
As long as they don't draw her with her son Chuck Chuck.
Oh no.
Dear
And
God.
you know that is gonna happen. It's the internet. You can't stop it.
Yeah, you can't stop Rule 34 and everything. And these
Exactly.
people,
You can never
Basically,
stop
people
Rule
don't
34
understand
at
how
all,
freaking
dude.
34 works.
It's sure it might be cringe, but it's gonna happen. You can't stop it.
Oh, you want to know
The
something?
government's powerless to stop it.
If
They've
you're
tried.
if you're fans of Rick and Morty, you want to know something that'll make your soul shatter with Dan Harmon, one of the co-creators.
What?
He's into incest porn.
Oh no.
Good lord.
You mean incest hentai, right? Or
Porn.
well,
Incest
Oh.
porn.
Oh.
I'm sure he watches hentai too, but
I'm not sure how is it actual or
I'm
fictional?
pretty sure he's a big fan of.
I don't think they could
Right?
actually do actual incest without it being illegal.
no, I'm sure the actors in the thing would not be related in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
You hope.
But they would say, "Oh, big brother" or something like that.
Or like help me step bro, I'm stuck, that kind of thing, right?
Yes.
Or daddy.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Why the fuck do you pull a Metaton? We do not pull a Metaton with things like that.
You know me for an entire year. You should know
Yeah,
me by now.
I know freaking Kiwi Forest is gonna have a freaking field day with us, but like I said, I don't care because
Let him
we'll
talk.
just have fun.
Let him talk.
What are they gonna have a field day about? Me revealing that Dan Harmon likes incest porn?
Listen,
No.
listen. Let clowns do what clowns do best.
Yeah.
Make noises and entertain the public. That's all they
Yeah,
can
right.
do.
Unless you're searching for that Clissy.
That's really all they are good for.
What's funny is
it's
that
the good shit.
He didn't even hear me.
Man.
it would be funny if they became the lol cows themselves.
Yeah, it's true because
These assholes on Kiwi Farms' asses are so tightly clenched you could shove a piece of coal up their ass and you'd get a diamond.
Oh my.
I mean,
yeah.
Damn.
let's just put it this way: they have nothing else. They have nothing better to do.
And to be honest, I'm not sure if there's a theory that there's like some bad Kiwi farmers who kind of got infiltrated in a group in the forum and caused the whole drama to happen there, but I'm not sure.
Eh, I don't know. Just let them talk. They're just a bunch of people with loud mouths.
I know there are some good ones, but there's some bad ones, I can tell.
Yeah.
Go outside. Touch grass. Maybe you'll get lucky and someone will pity you and give you pity sex. Maybe.
Maybe if they actually had the freaking dicks.
They're maidenless. They're maidenless.
And the point is,
Not really. If they can find a hooker that they can pay, she'll do it.
Did you really miss the obvious Golden Ring reference?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Dee, I'm pretty sure a hooker's not nearly that desperate.
I mean, if they got the money that the hooker's asking for, she's got to do it or the pimp will slap her.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds like human trafficking.
Yeah, she'd have to charge extra.
if she's independent, well, I'm not sure what to say.
Yeah.
Exactly. I gotta say this.
Extra, big time.
Yeah, I'm not really. That was a human trafficking joke.
It's we're just actually shooting the shit with each other. That's all we're doing. We don't actually freaking if they actually just wants to do lolcows, fine. Let's just go with it. We're fucking lolcows.
And the point is, we're not even locals. The only locals are the ones who talk the loudest, which is we know all along.
Yeah, especially Quentin reviews.
Actually, the SJWs are the lolcows, honestly, if that's the case.
Also,
great.
Also, so far every avatar I've used on StreamYard has been related to Hell of a Boss or Has Been Hotel. You know why? Good representation for the queer folk. And I don't care if you don't like that Angel Dust is a gay person in hell. He's not in hell for being gay.
Also, by the way,
again, they don't care. They just gloss over it and just they only see what they want to see.
Also, by the way, if those hoes know what's best for them, they better pay out.
Yeah, but it pisses me off because it's like, if you did any research, Angel Dust comes from a mob family. The mob tend to kill a lot of people. Not to mention that Angel Dust kind of overdosed. So
yeah.
So considering a lot of people scream that yeeting yourself from life is considered a sin, even if he did it on accident, he yeeted himself from life. So again, it's not because he was gay that he ended up in hell.
And the other thing with Angel Dust, well, his name is a reference to a drug called Angel Dust.
Cocaine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, cocaine.
And then the thing about Katie Killjoy. Oh, how dare you have someone be homophobic? It's hell. Do you really think a homophobic whore like Katie Killjoy is going to get into heaven?
Okay.
No, she's going to end up in hell because she's a homophobic whore.
Yeah, also, according to my uncle, he says that he's also known as Angel Dust.
Can you repeat that? You cut out.
Okay, hold on. What I was saying is, PCP is also known as Angel Dust.
Oh.
Ah.
Hey, hey, at least Angel Dust isn't named Fentanyl.
Oh no.
Oh,
dear Lord.
Oh,
But
God.
But it's like, even if you're only watching the pilot episode, you should basically have the basic knowledge that the assholes go to hell. So of course Katie Killjoy, a homophobic bitch, is in hell.
And which you should be like, yay, homophobic bitch is in hell.
Yeah, I'd be just, at least within the Hell of a Boss / Has Been Hotel universe, I'd be disillusioned with God and stuff if I found out he allowed assholes like Katie Killjoy into heaven.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Basically, I still need to do that thing where freaking this one chick actually thinks that my protagonist Techie is actually a freaking transgender girl, but he actually freaking just does this drug this running drop kick into her, and then freaking says that I biologically identify as a guy. I am not a trans girl. Get it right.
Have you seen
Yeah.
Gonna Be the Twin Tail?
I actually want to do a character that is a tomboy, and anytime someone says, "Oh, you must be transitioning into a boy," she punches them in the nads or in the face if it's a woman, saying, "Just because I have my hair short and I like to wear guy clothes because they're comfortable does not mean I'm trying to become a guy, you fucking asshole."
Yeah,
Exactly.
I never really got why they want to push. I never really got the whole cracking the egg BS.
Listen, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. The whole egg or unhatched egg thing pisses me the fuck off.
I like
As
it.
a femboy myself,
I mean, like, as
I
a trans
just
woman.
like wearing dresses. I like cute things. And if you say I'm an unhatched egg, I'm going to unhatch your goddamn skull with a lead pipe.
I mean, for fuck's sakes, the reason why I
That's
prefer
hot.
my hair short is because I save money on shampoo because I don't have to use as much on short hair, and it's fucking easier to comb through after washing my hair than long hair where you're having to get the jaws of life to deal with a fucking knot.
You know, I have like shoulder length hair, and I totally see what you're coming from, but it is kind of a pain in the ass to wash. Now, granted, shaving that there is more of a nuisance, especially
We all have
shaving your legs.
Basically, it's hard to if you want to wear dresses. It looks really
we
cute.
all
Because
gotta shave, Dio. Women for
I've actually
society
had
standards, and femboys for if they want to make the femboy look work, they gotta shave.
Yes,
So
yes,
still
I
for
know.
society standards.
Because ain't nobody fucking Harry Wildebeest.
No.
Yeah.
But like I said before, you women have all the luck. You get to wear cute dresses and no one bats an eye.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, Dio. I would think you'd point out how it's stupid that women can wear dresses but also pants as well. Because
Yeah,
I
that's how.
find that stupid. Because it's like, how come I'm allowed to wear pants, but my friend Dio isn't allowed to wear a skirt?
Exactly. It's
And she's even
absolutely
sitting there like, what the
unfair.
fuck? This motherfucker better get his tenfold when the camera's not on.
Sorry, I'm like not even muted. My brother's like in the background just talking shit.
What's he talking
Sorry,
about?
he's watching different videos. This guy keeps pranking his girlfriend.
Oh.
But no, like I mean, it is
Also,
absolutely.
something you should never do, because I will not be your friend anymore if you do this to anyone, man, woman, whatever. If you put Nair in someone's shampoo, I will not be friends with you because that's just fucking mean.
That is absolutely
That's hilarious, but
disgusting.
no.
I would. Yeah. Fuck that noise. I'm not. Yeah, I wouldn't even.
Oh, that sounds.
what I'm screaming about.
That sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Especially women, considering guys can get away with shaved heads and no one really cares, but a woman shaves her head and it's like, where's her hair? She looks hideous without hair. So that is a fucking awful thing to do by putting Nair in someone's shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What if I put battery acid instead?
Oh,
That's
God,
awful
no,
too.
fine.
That's awful too, but that's more of a you'll be arrested kind of thing for assault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Assault and battery.
Literally assaulted.
Go sit in the corner, damn it!
Go sit in the corner.
Go sit in the corner and think about your life!
I'm a
And yet,
literal
here's the
dog.
thing,
You don't send a dog
it's
to
like-
the corner.
And here's the thing with these people, like I could say with the lowly hate and all this situation, it's because of these feminists are just jealous of 2D characters.
And that's what
Yeah.
it comes right down to. They're just
no
that
shit.
fictional characters
Yeah,
look
and
better than their disgusting, busted, garbage
Oh,
bag
Dio.
looking ass.
Dio,
What?
Dio.
What?
I was on Facebook this morning because I'm part of a hell of a bus / has-been hotel group, and someone did a drawing of Blitz and his twin sister Barbie hanging themselves off of Stolas, and he's blushing profusely, and it has above it "Bye Panic." I'm like,
Oh.
I kind of want this to happen just because it would be fucking hilarious. Because can you imagine Stella seeing Stolas with both Blitz and his twin sister and being like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
There's two of them in different flavors. Now I'm really hungry.
Anyone ever like mix the Kool-Aid packets as a kid?
Wait,
Sorry,
what?
like that just came
What?
to my head.
I mean, yes, I mixed the Kool-Aid packets as a kid. Oh, that's
Like
like
you would
absolutely
like
random.
sit down in the
You know-
morning to watch anime with Kool-Aid and maybe like a biscuit, you know?
Oh God! Basically, let me just put it like this:
Mm.
freaking the
Okay, when you say-
actually has a freaking other meaning. Does
Wait, I
anyone
gotta-
remember? Okay, hold on.
Mr. A, I gotta ask this though. When you say biscuit, do you mean the British term biscuit or American term biscuit?
Well, I am American, so yes, the American term.
Wait, you ate
Okay,
a
so
legit
it's a lump
biscuit?
of bread, not a cookie.
Yeah, a lump of bread, like the little round muffin type lumps that you make.
Okay, I just need to be sure because in the UK, biscuits is what they call cookies.
Which is
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, but fuck Britain,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw this meme. It said, "I just heard a British person refer to Oreos as chocolate sandwich biscuits, and now I understand why the Revolutionary War had to happen."
Yeah, yeah, fuck
I
you,
mean-
whiny bastards.
Well, I
This
mean,
is for
When I look
Ireland.
at
Yeah.
when I look at an Urban Dictionary, like it's kind of weird. Like when you call like you heard of the term called disco biscuit, right?
No.
It's
No.
Yeah,
basically they use it.
they also call pancakes biscuits apparently in Britain. So
Dear God, why is
a little
everything a
confusing.
biscuit, Britain?
God damn
well,
it.
they call they
God damn it,
basically.
Britain. No wonder your food tastes like ass.
Okay,
What
look.
a bunch of what a
Okay,
bunch of knobheads.
hey. Look, I didn't know about the biscuit thing with pancakes, but I know that chips are potato wedges or French fries, crisps are potato chips, and jumpers are sweaters apparently. But I remember seeing a picture for International Biscuit Day, and someone from the UK said, I heard biscuits and gravy is good, and they showed a thing of cookies covered in gravy, and they said, y'all lied to me, and I'm like, American biscuits, not British biscuits.
Oh no,
Man,
no.
I hate Britain. Honestly, shit
Yeah,
Ireland.
Yeah,
by the way,
tea
Britain-
in there.
By the way, Britain, your
I
food
can't hate
tastes like
Britain. We
ass.
got Harry Potter and and a lot of other
You
things
mean
from Britain. I can't
turf?
hate.
Yeah,
You
we
mean
we
turf a
try
lot?
to we try
Yeah.
not to think about what J.K. Rowling
Nothing
said.
good ever-
And the only thing with
nothing
Britain,
good
they
ever
got
comes
me
from
some
Britain.
ideas just to make
Oh,
some
we need Bellingham.
quick snacks.
Yeah, can I speak there, guys? Nothing good ever comes from Britain. Not the
What?
Beatles, not whatever the fuck British television is.
Hey!
The
Doctor Who was
BBC.
good before they got chin balls. Doctor Who was good before then.
Yeah, Doctor
Even-
Who was good. But
Even
everything
yesterday,
else,
I
They
had
got
like
beat-
some bread,
they went
beans
well.
on bread.
I will say Doctor Who's really good, and I do like Monty Python, but that's a different kind of Britain.
That was a different era. That's a bygone era of Britain. Nowadays it's all about arresting people for jokes and banning anime content.
Oh, and
with
don't
their
yeah.
with
Also, there's another good thing from Britain, 2000 AD. That
with
one's a really good comic publication.
with their tea and their crumpets and their spotted dick.
And they're bonkers as hell laws.
You
Yeah,
know that spotted dick is a meat dish, right?
I know,
Oh,
but
What?
still the name.
I got an idea. I got an idea. Since Razorfist actually brought up Bondesinays, I was thinking, why don't we actually try finding some Bondesinays and actually kind of like base like some of our monsters for like our comics to like there's like an homage
Oh
to like
yeah,
the
yeah.
French comics.
Dude, I've actually gotten my feet wet with in the world of bande dessinée.
Okay,
Oh,
anyone
yeah,
know?
comics.
Anyone ever heard of Elric of Melniboné?
Also, Didi,
Anyone?
spotted dick is actually a steamed pudding on Britain.
I saw a thing where it was a meat dish wrapped in pastry.
I mean, maybe it's like depending on who's cooking it, kind of thing.
Anyway,
I mean,
does
like
anyone
you're
know?
not having a biscuit with syrup on it. Are you living?
Let you finish. Let you finish.
Have any? I'm asking this so I know whether or not I need to explain it, but have y'all heard of the Dennis the Menace comic strip?
Yes.
Okay, well, Britain has their own Dennis the Menace, and they both came out the same day, no less.
Oh.
But the difference between America's Dennis the Menace, where he's like, that little scamp. Britain's Dennis the Menace is a guy who needs to be in jail.
Oh,
I
No.
have to look this up
Oh
now.
god.
Make sure you add the UK or Britain, because all
There's,
you'll
like,
get is the
Japanese
American thing.
levels of bad.
even
where,
though
there's,
like there are some
hate
there are
crime.
some stuff that you know what's made in America they get localized in Britain.
I'm surprised we haven't had a crossovers between the two Dennises now.
Honestly,
Where-
honestly, there was no need for localization because we see. I mean,
I'm
U.S. and
bored,
Britain speak
so
the
I'm
same damn
calling you
language.
Staple.
Yeah, but the reason is they just want to keep up the languages as in the way like they don't want to confuse the American way
Hell,
with the
there's no need for translation either for US to UK since
Okay.
again.
Okay, well, I
same language.
want to see Sailor Moon in Gaelic.
Oh wow.
Sailor Moon in Gaelic?
Yeah, the Irish folk's language is Gaelic, and I didn't know this until recently.
Which
So I've been
Gaelic?
trying.
Scotland actually uses Gaelic as well.
Which
So I'm
Gaelic?
trying
Do you
to
mean Scottish Gaelic, Welsh Gaelic, or Irish Gaelic. There's
Irish
multiple
Gaelic. I'm
languages
trying to
that are
learn
Gaelic.
Irish. I'm trying to learn Irish Gaelic because I'm ashamed of myself for not knowing that one of my ancestral countries had their own language. I mean, I'm not a fluent French speaker, but I still know some French words. But I didn't know Ireland had their own language. Thank you, Britain, for trying to stomp everything out of my ancestral country, you asshole.
This is why socialism rocks. Thank God Ireland is free mostly, except for North Ireland. Fuck North Ireland. But yeah.
Yeah, and here's the other thing: there is
No,
such
wow,
thing as
that's
socialism
kinda-
in America, but it sucks.
That's kind of ironic. I mean, North Ireland and North Korea kind of, on
North
free.
Ireland's run by Britain. It's a puppet state.
Fucking
Yeah,
But here's the thing. The only thing I really liked about Northern Ireland is the Irish Android VTuber Kyoko.
Jacksepticeye.
Tell them more to your others.
I mean, I don't like British imperialism personally. But
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
and the
British
funny thing is,
imperialism.
I'm wondering where the U.S. got it. Well, I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
literally.
What drives me what makes me even more sick about what Britain.
What's funny is that the U.S. was not imperialist at first, and then World War I, World War II happened.
Okay, well,
and then the neocons took over.
okay,
Yeah,
well, I'm
then
talking about Ireland.
I love Ireland.
What makes
like,
anyway, what makes me even more sick about what Britain did to Ireland is I think about the fact that one of two things had to have happened with my ancestors. One, my ancestors, either out of fear of dying, basically converted to Christianity, or two, they managed to have a child before they were killed for refusing to become Christians.
Yeah.
There's different things that happen in the history. Like a lot of the rich people that were in Ireland that were basically like pro-British imperialists moved to either Germany or the U.S. in like the 20s.
Yeah, and the thing is I just kind of wish that the U.S. would go back to minding their own business. Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
because
standpoint is money, which is imperialism in itself.
and
Capitalism.
the problem is oil. It's the fact that we have oil in our own country, yet we want to steal it from everyone else.
The
Oil,
problem is, it's like
minerals,
right now with
people.
Yeah, well, if
Brandon,
electric cars pick up soon, oil companies are going to be fucked.
Hey, Mr.
Yeah,
But problem
Anime,
is,
so
electric
Why
cars
don't
Brandon,
they
won't
just
work
make
very well.
electric cars?
for spiking
Hey,
the
Mr.
goddamn
Trains.
gas prices.
hey,
Yeah,
Mr. Anime,
the problem is now they're using the excuse of climate change, and I guess that's the excuse they're using.
And climate
to,
change is a
Climate
scam.
change is a big fat lot of bullshit.
hey, Mr.
No,
Anime,
climate change exists. It's
could
just
I,
like
uh,
the
Yes, yes,
farms
yes,
make
yes.
more
Shadow had
pollution.
something he wanted to ask. Go ahead, Shadow.
well,
God damn
since we're almost at the 2-hour mark, should we wrap this up or should we keep going?
Yeah, let's wrap this up. So,
Yeah, let's wrap it
Yeah.
up.
yeah.
I'll see
Who's gonna
you
talk about
and
that,
Deal later, Shadow.
Okay,
Alright, well,
we're going first?
Matt, since you're the last one on, you go first.
Oh, not much for me. Just be excellent to each other and party the fuck on, dudes. And to anyone who thought they could cancel me on Twitter, I'm uncancelable, bitches. So
Just
y'all
don't tell them your new
Yeah.
username or they'll report you for ban
Evasion.
blocking or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Thanks. Alright, Bella, if you're still there.
Oh, there he is. Get here,
Yeah,
you're still on mute.
your mic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta
Oh,
turn your
crap,
mic
okay.
off, dude.
Okay, so anyway, everybody have a good day. I will catch y'all later. My nephew apparently needs attention, and he's 8 years old and literally been just climbing on my head. So I will talk to y'all. Yeah, I will talk to y'all later. I got to go tickle this kid.
I
Later.
just imagine an 8-year-old child being a hat now.
Shadow?
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
you have a final goodbye you want to say?
It was a really
Like,
fun stream, and yeah, it's really nice to meet all of y'all.
Yeah, and we look forward to actually if you plan on actually joining us in the future as well. Also,
It would be
Serno?
fun.
So no.
Oh,
Sarah.
yeah, basically, the feminists need to f off, and
No. The feminazis. Feminists are actually good people.
yeah, it's mostly the new third wave feminists that I don't like. The ones that insist on this collectivist.
That's why I say the feminazis, not
Yeah.
feminists. Feminists are good
The
people.
feminists need to
Feminazis
leave.
are not.
Yeah, just leave our anime stuff alone, and it's basically I'm just tired of all these people wanting to censor the stuff that we like.
Yeah, this is like I was saying, like they should just leave us alone. We don't want to hear their political beliefs.
Fire! Fire!
Alright, Evie?
Okay.
No,
People.
not Dee. I didn't say Dee. I said Evie.
Oh.
All right, so okay, let's say so. So my final thing is like, look, I don't have time with drama or anything because I have things on my own to handle. So if they have a problem with me, well, I'm not gonna deal with them or engage with them. The only thing is I'm just gonna screenshot what they save it, and I'm not gonna do anything about it. If they do cause real trouble, well, we'll see what happens. So, and also the only thing is, just don't engage with these trolls or anything. Just do what's best, work hard, and get good. All right. And I'll see you all later.
Alright, so Dee, now it's your turn.
Okay, Hollywood. The people who claim there aren't enough female role models. Crack open a fucking history book and look there. You'll find plenty of women who are badass.
Shadow?
Stick with the shadows because at the end of the day, the darkness is always with you.
All right. Dio?
Alright, it was fun. It's great that your desires burn brightly. And remember, I'm Port Irish, and sadly, the other half is British. But the Irish will still stand strong.
Hey, I'm Irish
Um,
too.
uh,
Yeah,
Or
so
Irish American.
Screw you Brits, screw your Teen Crumpets. Your queen is a joke, and the only good thing you had was Doctor Who. Peace!
all right, and now it's my turn. Well, guys, I actually hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you, Doggo, for actually, giving
No
the
problem.
metaphoric middle finger to all the Wokies out there. I really appreciate that, and I gotta say, this is all just us having so much fun and just being ourselves.
Yeah.
And as always, just remember these 4 things: respect the waifus and fan service, enjoy your fandoms, embrace your degeneracy as long as it's legal and it doesn't actually harm you or anyone else around you. And of course, anime is freedom. Until the next time we meet again, this is Mr. Anime 343 saying, God, anime, mecha, and big titty waifu fucking speed.
All right, later.
See you next week.